Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we have an update to kind of a classic, and it has its own little cult following in my opinion. The mini Barrage from Benchmade. This is the new updated version with the Richlite scales. So it's the Benchmade 585-03. New for 2023 in the blue class lineup. Let's see what's in the box. We got the use and care manual in here. Also, the lifetime Life Sharp warranty. You gotta love the Life Sharp warranty. You get the little silky microfiber bag, and of course some first looks, and you get the access lock information. So what we know is, we do a little research. This is the access assist mechanism that I think this is the first model they deployed it on, was the mini Barrage. And of course then they have the Barrage as well, the full size one. Now, we get some color differences on this one. Now, we got to talk about Richlite. This has a beautiful blue color, and it's got a unique texture to it. This is the first knife I've really handled or had in my possession that had Richlite scales. Now, doing some research on the Richlite, it is so snappy. I love that. Very, very snappy. We're going to test the edge here in a minute, see how it slices on paper. But the beautiful, they call this the Blue Canyon color. So hopefully you can see that. It's obviously a little different than the blue on the Benchmade box, but overall it's got that beautiful blue color to it. And this has got some milling to it, which is kind of neat, kind of nifty. Kind of goes along with where your finger is going to rest here. You do have that full stainless steel liner on this one. It's a solid little knife. I've carried one of these for a long time as a secondary knife. They did a exclusive limited edition one here a few years back with some beautiful scales on it. This one does come with the CPM S30V, CPM S30V blade steel. I would have liked to see with the Richlite maybe an upgrade in blade steel, especially for the price. These are full retail $300. You can get them at your dealers right now about $270. The original on this one with the Volox, the kind of composite scales, those were about $190 from Benchmade. And if you're watching this video when it first drops, here's a little nugget for you. There's a few left on Benchmade's website of the original black and 154 blade steel. So just saying, if you're looking for one of those, I know a lot of the dealers are out. Those mini Barrages are pretty sweet. Now this one comes with the satin split arrow clip. Not the best. It kind of pops with all the silver, or not silver, but the stainless, kind of finish to the blade and the satin wise and the liners and stuff and the hardware. So I get the color pop. Now for me, I would obviously probably grab a different colored clip from Benchmade, maybe the black one, and kind of go from there. But they do give you a little color pop on this. You have the flat, darker thumb studs, which are really cool, and then the kind of the composite flat, darker backspacer in the middle to kind of split up that color. So I like that. I like this little upgrade to it. Let me know down in the comments. This was designed originally by Warren Osborne. May he rest in peace. Also the famous designer of the 940 that I love so much. But on this one, it's the access assist, so you don't get it from here, right? You don't get it from pulling the access bar back. You get it from moving the thumb stud. So in a lot of places, and this is a lot snappier than the previous mini Barrages I have. So I'm thinking they probably upgraded the springs and went from there. So that's awesome. Get the snappier tune to it. But it also has that safety assist on here. So you can see right here, you got a little bit of a safety assist. You can push that forward. Now you're not going to be able to close it. So if you're worried about it, maybe actuating while you're using it, you can put that safety in place. But also, when it's locked, just in case you don't want it to fire out in your pocket or you're throwing it in your bag, you can put that safety on and it's not going to deploy. And obviously, that's really, really snappy in my opinion. Like I said, overall, full stainless steel liners, so you're not going to get any flex to it. Now, the Richlite I found is a product from the 1940s, made in the USA, which is really cool. Thermal and resin press to basically combine a whole lot of paper. So kind of that really cool, I guess you could call it a micarta style, but it's its whole like process. So Richlite, very, very strong product. They make a lot of colors. They call it an engineered paper and stuff like that, and they also say it's out of a lot of recycled materials. So really cool overall. It has a really unique texture to it, kind of a cross between like a smooth micarta and maybe like a smooth G10. So it's got a little tiny bit of, different texture to it, but it's smooth for the most part. So that's kind of cool. Now, one of the things Benchmade did on this one, and why we're going to talk about the edge, is they used their new Select Edge machine to put the 17-degree Select Edge on this blade. So that's pretty cool. So we'll talk about the blade, the CPM S30V. The blade itself is 2.91 inches long. When it's closed, your knife is 4 inches long. Open, your overall length, 6.9 inches long. The weight on this one, 3.7 ounces. So overall, it just feels hefty and good in the hand. I have a large glove size hand, and my whole hand can fit on here, which is nice. We're going to show some comparisons here in just a second in regards to how big this is. And overall, like I said, I've carried this for many years as a secondary knife. Sometimes I'll throw it in the pocket with shorts or whatnot and go from there. But there's been a couple others that have replaced it in the last couple years. So made in the USA by Benchmade Knife Company. And overall, like I said, for the money, I would have liked to see a blade steel upgrade. Maybe like a 20 CV, maybe a Magna Cut, maybe, Maximate crew wear. They like to do their crew wear too, so it would have been kind of cool. But I get it. But overall, this is a very easy EDC knife, especially for utility cuts. But overall, let's take a peek and look at, we got to snap it one more time though. It's the Axis Assist. That's why you get it, because it snaps and fires out, locks in there. Beautiful Warren Osborne design. So let's take a peek at the comparison to like a mini Griptilian. Mini Griptilian size. Now obviously it's not gonna have the pivot here, it's gonna be internal, so I'll try to line it up best I can where the blades come down. And it doesn't look that much different, right? Size-wise, it's a little bit bigger, as you can see. The mini Griptilian, my pinky rests kind of right here on these grips. But overall, that's one of those things where, and it's obviously the mini grips manual. You have the Benchmade bug out, a much thinner knife and a little bit lighter, right around the 2 ounce or just shy of 2 ounce. A little bit longer blade, a little bit longer handle. So overall, though, you can see the thickness difference on these in compared to your bug out, but you're going to get a thicker, more stout blade as well overall throughout. So I think that's kind of cool. So now let's take a peek. We want to do the full-size Griptilian. I'm trying to include so many here that you guys can get a really good idea, because the Griptilian's got a good, stout handle. A little bit of a belly to it on the sides as well. And so you can see how it's a little bit smaller than this is the full-size Griptilian. This one's, my heavy user, as you can see. Lasts me for a long time. One of the D2 exclusives from Cabela's. It came originally with these scales being tan. I used some RIT dye, made them black. It's got the kind of inverted pattern compared to the standard grip pattern here. So that's why I like it. A little bit different. Gets lots of love. But overall, you can see the thickness on these. Pretty close. The Mini Barrage is just a little thinner. But of course, you get that full stainless steel liner on the Mini Barrage. And you guys know me, I'm a fan of the blue. I like the Richlite in that blue canyon. It's beautiful. I had to get a 940 on here. Just a little shout out to Warren Osborne, his awesome design, and my love for the 940. But this is the comparison right here to the Benchmade 940 at the top. This is the 940-1. Has that beautiful, kind of deep stonewash to it, which I like. And here's a comparison on the knives overall. Little bit thicker on the Mini Barrage, but obviously it's going to be a little bit shorter in the handle. So let's do a test, but we got to flip it out one more time just for fun. Whew, so nice. But I got a little piece of paper. I just want to see how this edge works, and we'll go from there. Out of the box, 17-degree Select Edge should be just super slicey. That's on me. All right, so that's pretty good. Obviously, these Select Edges are going to be way better than they were before. get a good look at it. It's pretty even on both sides, which is awesome. One of the cool things they're doing also for Life Sharp warranty stuff on a lot of these new knives, because they're doing it. If you visit the factory, they're going to be able to do the select edge very soon, sharpening there. So, and when you send them in, they'll be able to resharpen them with the select edge. Now, a cool thing I would like to see is maybe in the future, let's say you have, a 940 and you're like, hey, can you guys put the select edge on this one when you get it resharpened from them in Life Sharp? That'd be kind of cool if they made that offering. Just saying. Well, I really appreciate you guys checking this one out. We're going to see some more pocket time on this one. We're going to see, obviously, it's a lot snappier. We're probably going to swap this clip out, maybe put a black Parkerized one on, just to kind of blend in a little better. We don't like to stick out too much, right, when we're at work. We don't want to scare people, especially when this one fires out. People are going to be like, oh my gosh, what's going on with this? But this is the Benchmade Mini Barrage, the 585-03 with the Richlite handles and a little bit of the accents from the FDE, the flat dark earth. I like the Richlite. I like those scales. Be kind of cool to maybe retrofit one of the old ones too. Not sure if they'll ever get into selling their scales, but if they would, never know. So anyways, you guys do me a favor. Make sure to hashtag DSKFS, which is do something kind for someone. Overall, help spreading the kindness throughout the world and the community. It is awesome. Thank you. A huge shout out to all my Zach's Daily Carry crew for all your support. I really appreciate it. We will catch you on the next one, but most importantly, have an awesome rest of your day. Take care.